What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Pelicans Scoop. I am your host with the most, Jordan Kitchens, and ladies and gentlemen, the New Orleans Pelicans just finished their first summer league game. Just finished it. Just finished it. Um, Immediate reactions. Let's talk about what we saw today. So the Pelicans lose to the Timberwolves 98-91. I mean, real takeaways from the game. Let me just start off and say this. Number 19 for the Timberwolves, Berger, whatever this kid is from. Apparently, he wins pick number 17. He was the best player on the floor tonight for both teams. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, he might have blocked everybody. He might even blocked my girl on Instagram. Like, that's how bad he was blocking shots. He was swatting everything. This dude was like a vaccination. I know some people no vax and all that, whatever. We ain't gonna get onto that, but he was just eliminating. He was the eliminator. He was Rudy Gobert Jr. If I was the Timberwolves, Gobert, pack your bags. We got your replacement. So shout out to them. That brother can play. I just got it. Before I even dive into the Pelicans and what I seen and what I didn't like, what I did like, Timberwolves, they just played like they were a more mature team. I'm pretty sure they said that on a broadcast. I mean, Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham getting no playoff minutes, but Terrence Shannon's playing in the playoffs. Like, they got guys out there that have Lamar Miller's been around the block who had a really good game. So they had a bunch of guys that played together and were a little bit older and just understood what they needed to accomplish out there. They had the mindset and goal what they needed to do, and they played like that. Pelicans, on the other hand, they played extremely young. So we're gonna talk extremely young. Let's just start from the top. So Lester Quinones had 20 points tonight. He was the lead point getter tonight. Lester Quinones. I mean, good, bad. He showed some flashes, right? Eve Measy had a double. Derrick Queen slept walking until 13 and 10. We're gonna talk about Queen. We're gonna talk about Fears. Measy, he looks significantly bigger. You can tell he put a lot of work into his body over the offseason. You can tell he worked on a couple things with post moves and spinning moves and all this. He tried to work on that. But yeah, number 19 was just eliminating everything. I mean, number 19 was not having it. Like I said, he was the best player on the floor for both teams. Misi, you like to see the flashes of what he showed. You showed that he worked on his game. Like, he cares. He's gonna put that work in. He's gonna continuously get better. So I like what I saw from Misi tonight. Wasn't the best showing. Really wasn't. Nobody really was like, ooh, maybe a little bit of Antonio Reeves. So let's talk about Antonio Reeves. He had 10 points. His minutes were a little weird. They kept trying to play Trey Alexander over him and Chase Miller, number 20. I don't need to see no more of them. PV did decent too. So, but Reeves, I wanted to see a little bit more offensively from him. I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive. He's probably gonna be a little bit more aggressive next game. But you can tell he's still a savvy scorer. He gets more IQ type buckets. So not a very one-dimensional game. He's a real 3-level scorer. So he showed that tonight. Well, today, it really wasn't tonight, but yeah. Antonio Reeves would like to see him be a more aggressive next game. Maybe initiate the offense a little bit because number 20. I mean, I felt like the guard play was just abysmal. So let's talk about Jeremiah Fears. So Jeremiah Fears, you see the flashes, you see what he can be, but then you see the negatives too. Like, Fears, he came out hot, came out like, oh my goodness, like the ball on the string. I mean, this kid handle is unbelievable. To say he's 18 years old, this kid handle is unbelievable. But there's at times where he's just so out of control. And there's a lot of times at the end of the game where he was just so out of control. He had 7 turnovers. He had 12 points. I think he went like 4 for 12 or 4 for 13 from the field. I'm using my phone to record, so I don't got the I ain't writing this stat. This is just off the dome, baby. Keep it real, raw, and authentic. So yeah, Fears, he had like 7 turnovers. Would have liked to see him. I mean, nobody was really making no buckets like that to get some assists other than when Queen would pass the ball. Queen has some pretty good assists tonight. I keep saying tonight. The game was not tonight, but Queen has some very nice assists, nice IQ plays. But Fears, like, you see it. You see what this kid can be. This kid is the youngest player in the draft. He's the youngest player on the court. And he got the best handle, but you see the build of what he can be. They got to find a way to reel this in. And I just don't know if Silly Willie is the guy that can sit there and do that for him. But this kid can play. He can play. He just has to get it under control. But it's like, he's only 18, y'all. Like, the platform you watching this on YouTube, I promise you, YouTube is older than Jeremiah Fears. Okay, let's just all keep that in perspective right now. The platform that we're watching this video on, that platform that you're watching all my content on, it's older than him. So you got to give him room to grow and not just be like, oh, one summer league game, Jeremiah Fears, 7 turnovers. But it's like, these were the negatives that were at Oklahoma that they said it was like, he's got the turnover problem, is really inefficient. And today he had an inefficient day, a lot of turnovers, but you saw the flashes of what he could be, the nice handle, the just his first shot. I mean, the dude pulled from the parking lot. Like he didn't even walk in the door. He said, "I'm shooting from the parking lot." Cashed it. So it's like you see what he can be. Can this kid keep development? Can he keep his head on straight? DeJounte was courtside. Jose was there. I saw Silly Willie was there. So they there, they showing support, but what can you got to harness this kid? Like he's got the talent, but it can either go one way really good or one way really bad. So we can talk about one way really good, one way really bad. Let's talk about Derrick Queen. A lot of reasons why people gonna watch the video like, oh, you the guy with Derrick Queen, bro. If y'all writing Derrick Queen off right now, if this the performance, he slept walking to 13-10, and he shot a three, what we all wanted to see, so he can shoot threes and space the floor. Relax. Okay, yes, let's before I deposit what I saw from Derek, let's talk about the negatives. His conditioning has to get better. It will get better. Obviously, they always say when the first game, first time playing against pros and all that, it'd be a million miles an hour. You can tell the game was fast. I mean, when they was interviewing number 19 for the Timberwolves, I can't say his name. The guy that was swatting everybody's shot, blocking everybody's shot. He's saying is moving fast and going 1,000 miles an hour, and he running and jumping. He the most athletic dude on the court. He's the most athletic dude on the court. So with Derrick Queen, yes, his conditioning has to get there. It will get there. Number two, Derrick Queen, you wear sleeves. You didn't wear sleeves today. Okay, let's just talk about this. I don't want to get biblical, but there's a guy in the Bible called Samson. And Samson's power was his hair. He cut his hair and he lost his power. Derrick Queen, you are one of the only hoopers on the planet, well, in professional ball at this point. You might be the only one in the NBA that wears long sleeves. Put your long sleeves on. You look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. You're rocking you got your arms out with the short. That's not your game, bro. That's not your swag, bro. Put your swag on, bro. Because when you feel good, you're confident in how you look and feel. You're gonna play good. So I'm not sitting there saying Queen had a bad. I don't think he had a bad game, and by the farthest, his biggest gripe with me was the defense. I mean, we gotta clean the defense up. Gotta clean that defense up. I mean, it was like a certain point. Well, Misi and Queen at a certain point, it was like a Congo line to the rim. Like these boys was not. These boys wasn't checking nobody going to the rack. Nobody going to the rack. I know Misi had one crazy block in the beginning of the game on number 19, but other than that, like it was like a Congo line going to the rack. Queen got to clean that up. But offensively wise, I feel like he's going to get a more bigger of a feel. I feel like the guard play, they could have fed him a little bit more. But it definitely needs to. I want to see a little bit more shooting more threes because that's where you're gonna get your bread and butter, bro. By space on the floor, hitting them mid range and hitting those threes. So he's got nice, crazy touch, what you expected, and he could play make. He was making a lot of assists. He was ball handling. Got to get your handle tighter. But also, I feel like with Queen, he might have underestimated. He might have felt a little too confident. Like, yeah, it brought him back down to earth a little bit. But if we're gonna call it 13-10 with what 3-4 assists, we're gonna call that like I'm not gonna sit here and grill them over a 13-10 performance. Like I don't think there's definitely room for improvement. Oh, for sure. There's so much room for improvement, but I don't think that was like, oh my God, Derrick Queen at 13-10. What the hell, bro? Oh no, bro. Like one game of summer league, I'm gonna say the good, the bad, and the positive, but I'm not finna sit here and write none of these guys off. That goes between Fears, Queen, Makai Peavy had a good game. I feel like he had a really good game. With him necessarily, he plays his role. He gets in where he fits in. I like that a lot. I just think when the summer league and in situations like this, you can be a little bit more aggressive getting your shot. I just feel like a lot of these guys could have been a little bit more aggressive getting their shot. You could tell they really didn't want to step on each other's toes. They're trying to feel each other out. Everybody want to be, the right player, make the right. Other than Fierce, like everybody else but Fierce. Fierce said, F all that. I'm shooting. If the ball touches my hands, I'm letting it fly. Like, I'm going to get a bucket. That's what Fierce. I'm like, bro, you're too out of control. End of the game, Fierce just run into the paint with 3-4 people on them, and they just slide them. Like, dude, they got a dude in the paint. They got this French guy in the paint with 12, 13, 15 blocks at this point. Yeah, he might have only had 7. It felt like 15. He got 15 blocks. Stop trying him. Like, what are we doing, Fierce? I was like, he's just too out of control. But the team, I just felt like a lot of guys could have been way more aggressive. Like, Reeves. Guys like I need to see you score. Like that's how you're gonna find a way. PV, he's gonna hang his hat on defense. He played a lot of good defense. But the guard play overall was just abysmal to me. I mean, if you want to call everything, I mean, it wasn't a bad game necessarily. It wasn't like, oh, doomsday. What the hell? Corey Brewer can't coach these boys. It was just like you can tell the Timberwolves. They just had they had a couple more guys that played together that had a little bit more chemistry than the Pelicans. A lot of these guys didn't have really. I didn't feel no type of chemistry. Even I mean, I saw Fears in the pick and roll a little bit with Misi and Queen, like it was there. It's just flashes. That's what I'm saying. Just so many flashes. But overall, if I had to grade the performance of the team, it was a solid C plus. Like it really it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like overly good where I'm just like, yeah, none of them need to play no more. And I know y'all boys definitely need to play. Even Misi, I think he maybe one or two more games. Still, your starting center, so you don't want to push him too hard. You know what he is, but let me see one more game of Misi. Let me just get one more game in. Then Misi, he's shooting mid ranges now. He shot a mid range so bad it didn't hit the ball boy, knocked him out. I'm like, God damn, what the hell? Then somebody on the Timberwolves like, oh, he ain't got that. He ain't got that. I'm like, damn. Come on, bro. What are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? So that's how I'm feeling, man. That's my immediate reaction. So y'all let me know down in the comments what are you guys' thoughts, man. Look, don't be coming in the damn comments trying to, oh man, Fears and Queen bust. What a one game of summer league, bro. Can we save all this reactionary? Let's talk about what we saw. Let's just talk about what we saw. There is no way if any of y'all should be in the comments hitting the panic button on anybody. No. Now, maybe if the next game they look like, maybe if them boys came out here and just like absolutely bleep the bed. Fears, if you didn't watch the game, you look at his box score, you can be like, this guy sucks. Like, this guy sucks. But that's why you got to watch the games, man. So, yeah, y'all get down in the comments, man. Y'all let me know. It's going to be interesting. We got to see the Little Light game, too. Hopefully, the boys, see that it ain't sweet. They get to film study and figure it out. Hopefully, Antonio Reeves can be a lot more aggressive next game. Hopefully, Fears can clean up the turnovers, please. Clean up the turnovers, be a little bit more, stop taking stupid shot. Like, he got that Westbrook a little bit. I don't like that. He got that little Westbrook a little bit, where it's be, stop it, stop. Just stop. Like, you got to get him in a little spray bottle, not shoot him. not shoot him. It's like a little spray bottle. My bad, I don't want to shoot him. But yeah, Fears, I would like to see clean that up a little bit. Queen, move. Like, I know that's not, you got to move, bro. You got to move a little bit more. You got to move your feet, bro. You got to move. You got to move. You can't just, NBA, bro, everybody good. You got to move. Misi, you was getting everything sent back today, but I would like to see just a little bit more rim protection. Not really much I want to see from Misi other than, just being sturdy, man. Being sturdy in the paint, really just, bro, like, I really want Misi next game, bro. Somebody going to go up and try you. Just take the ball and just smack it against the glass. Just give me one of those, and that's all I need to see. PV, keep doing you, because he had like the most balanced game out of everybody. Where I just feel like wasn't too high, wasn't too low, just stayed right there in the middle, like doing the steady things, playing defense. He wouldn't ball. I just feel like the ball handler got to be better. Number 20 was 23. Trey Alexander, the guy they brought in for to replace Reeves. He didn't show me nothing. That was like, why are we replacing Antonio Reeves with Trey Alexander? I didn't see nothing from Trey Alexander. Hunter Dickinson played really well today. I mean, not really well, like, you blow your socks off, but Hunter Dickinson played a lot better than I was expecting. So that's really my final thoughts, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling down in the comments, man. Say what you got to say, bro. But I've been your host of the Mo Jordan Kitchens, man. I'm signing out. Got to play that new college football. I'm out. Peace.